I don't know if you ever saw this or are we on? Good. You see it?
You
So
are indeed.
this is the Chinese space station. And here's my call on this, Eero. You tell me if I'm right. So have you seen this, Eero?
Yes, I've been seeing, and the shape of that S curve is really strange in the video.
So isn't it proof, though? Isn't this definitive proof that it's a layered image, meaning that they're faking the view? And I don't mean, I know we all know that, but this is the proof of it. Because if you notice here that I don't know what kind of camera is creating this S curve or whatever this is, like a sine wave. It looks like a 360 camera to me, but we can know one thing for sure, that whatever camera is on the Earth is not the camera showing the space station. Because as this morphs and goes through this kind of metamorphosis here, we can see it's doing this. As it happens, nothing happens to the craft. Therefore, they're two different feeds. Therefore, it's fake.
Yes, that is what I think.
Cut and dry. I mean, there's no. I want to hear any Globe believers' excuse for how this could possibly happen. The only excuse they could say is, well, there's a camera on the Earth that's separate from the camera on the craft. You're like, okay, that makes no sense. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just have this camera that we're looking at now that's looking at the craft? Why wouldn't it just be real? Why would you need to cut out the real Earth and input a second feed of this curvy Earth? So without a doubt, to me, this is the kind of proof that we've been, I'll make it a little bigger here, the kind of proof that we've been looking for, that's cut and dry. China fakes footage from space. Period.
Yeah, the problem is that they're going to tell you that no, it's the Chinese only.
Right. Yes. That will be their excuse. Yeah. So the Chinese, fake space, and we've known that because, well, we've at least known that NASA wants nothing to do with them, because I pointed out in a video, well, a clip came out recently, but in the past, that when China landed on the moon, NASA had a page on their website that had one image of it, and then when you went to the specification details or something, there was nothing there. It's like NASA doesn't even want to dare touch what China's doing because they suck. I mean, what is going on here? How could that possibly? Austin, what's happening here? Please tell me. Are you now a Pale Earth believer?
Yeah, I don't know. This looks more realistic than other things. This could be happening if you think about
it. Yes, it's growing a tumor. The Earth has a tumor, and it's just. I don't know how this can happen. I don't know what kind
Austin's losing it. Austin's losing it. We got to put everyone to watch.
Wait. I might have missed it. When exactly was this published?
The other day.
I'm done, dude.
And go back in time in the video, because the strange thing is, like, here you can see like a supposedly normal image or normal feed. Right. And if you pay attention to the external part of the spacecraft, it's everything in place, whatever. But when you go in forward in time, you don't see any change, like Janet mentioned before, in those part of the spacecraft. So it's like, it's a little strange, because at least you're going to expect some time of morphine or changing places or whatever. But here it's exactly the same thing.
Where spacewalks, as they turn the camera and they're doing different things, the Earth will morph, but the entire space station morphs because everything in the camera is morphing. In this particular case, you cannot have just the Earth morphing and not or it has to be really happening. So the only option here is the Earth is really doing whatever this thing is. And you'll see, I didn't show you how it starts. It starts as a flat view. Look at this. So that's how it starts. And then it kind of morphs from there into that peanut looking thing or whatever. But if you watch the craft, and you can kind of keep your eye on the craft here, as I skip forward little bit by little bit, watch the craft does not change at all. Okay. So you can't have a morphing Earth like this. What is going on here? You can't have that and have the craft not, more, unless, to me, the only time I've seen something that kind of resembles this is a 360 camera. So again, could it be that they put a 360 camera outside, pointed at the sky, like we've seen Dave Weiss do, and that's your layer of the Earth? It creates a ball. Have you ever done a 360 camera of something? It creates a sphere. So you point at the sky. Now you've got your sphere Earth with the clouds, and this would be the sky, technically not the water. And then you play that and you put your overlay over it. So to me, it's like pretty definitive that look at this. That cannot be the Earth. Okay, number one, who could say that could be the Earth? So then we know that you have a camera that's, let's say it is the Earth and the camera is causing it. Great. Then why isn't it causing it on the craft? Oh, because the craft's not in the same camera view. Well, it is. We're looking at it. So their only option is to say that they have separate feeds, separate layers, one for the Earth and one for the craft, which proves that they are. What do you do? Why would you ever do that? And in fact, it would be extra work to do that, because let's say there is a camera here and the Earth is down here. You'd have to cut out the Earth to make sure that just the space station stays here, and then input the Earth from the other camera, and it's the one that's malfunctioning. I mean, that makes no sense. Why not just have the camera we're looking at? The camera we're looking at would be able to see the craft and the Earth. So, and I hope people see it. And this is one of those, I've talked about it before. Like, we should have a list of 10, 20 things that are the undebunkables that people can push over and over and over again. Why doesn't NASA have a camera on the moon? Things like that we keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because those are the big ones. Those are the ones that NASA needs to answer for. Somebody needs to answer for this. So we can't just tell you, everybody, look at this, and then everybody talk about it today, and then it goes away, which is what we do a lot, right? We go on to the next thing. Well, sometimes this needs to be pushed, because until somebody gives me an explanation of how this could possibly be happening, and the only explanation is, well, the camera is morphing the Earth. Great. Why isn't it morphing the craft? Oh, because then one thing is fake. Either the Earth or the craft is fake, or both.